So since Red will be right back, let me update our commentary. All right, I got Prophet GoldenEye here on the stream with me, and let's get into it.
We're starting off with Steve versus
Lucina.
Oh. Okay. So I could see this matchup being very bad for Steve because Lucina just gets right in his face all the time. But based off of how Mr. E plays kind of patiently, this might end up working out. But as we see right off the bat, Mr. E just going in.
Got him right like this, though. I mean, Steve being such an odd character. I mean, Izod did create that video kind of going into the analysis of Steve. And in fairness, a lot of points he made were correct. But then we see Salem, who just has done wonky stuff with Hero. And he's definitely doing wonky stuff with Steve. So, yeah, that's one of the crazy mix-up we're seeing is the explosions.
That up smash is very good.
Yeah, you just have to clank with it. But other than that, it's kind of nasty.
Yeah. Minecart and crafting table gone, but Salem still has the ability to make things. Putting out a new crafting table isn't exactly hard. Up smash.
Oh, and that is going to take it there. So, here we go.
We now have the gold weaponry. Not the strongest or most durable weaponry, but the fastest.
Yeah, it's fastest, and it is actually pretty strong. It's not as strong as Diamond, but it's stronger than all the other ones. The problem is that it also burns a lot more quickly, so he'll lose the gold a lot quicker than he loses any of the other ones.
Yeah, but look at that 20% off of mash and up tilt as a combo.
Yeah, Mr. E got to get this stock off sooner rather than later. That is the situation that we are in right now.
Yeah, I think that's part of the issue is trying to get in. Like, Lucina does have to get in a little bit on Salem, and Salem is doing such a good job of just keeping Mr. E just far enough away that Mr. E, up until that point, wasn't really able to get that killing blow.
And just like that, using the Angel Platform invincibility gets the Diamond Sword, the strongest weaponry that Steve has.
He's out of shields. Like, if someone misfaces against shield, oh my god. Weaving right around those blocks.
That was almost very rude.
Come to the TNT. It's not scary.
He's like,
it
no,
won't
man.
kill you. It's just.
It's a giant explosive. That hitbox is actually
TNT.
That hitbox on the TNT is actually massive. Not as massive as Lucina's sword hitbox. There's that back air. Minecart coming in hot. That was an interesting move right there. Anvil to get the up air.
It happened. It happened.
Unfortunately, that was wood back air. So wood sword, all of the wood weaponry. Aside from there, wood kind of has to have some higher percentages to kill. That was diamond sword there. That back air, the first one would have killed.
Yeah, now, not for nothing. Mr. E has brought this back. I mean, he was definitely down before, and now it's like pretty even. Yeah, so I'm just trying to kind of get in here and get some damage, but this is definitely looking pretty good.
It takes, I think it takes everybody just a little bit to get sort of used to how each different Enderman, Steve, Zombie, Alex plays, you know? And so it's just one of those things where I think Mr. E had to give himself a little bit of time to be like, all right, how am I going to hit this guy?
Yeah, right there, Mr. E had to take a second hit from Anvil because Anvil does a massive amount of damage. Kaboom! It seems strong, but it's not that strong.
Is he just air dodging every time just to evade the explosion?
So that's actually a tech that you can do. So you put down the TNT, you stand on top of it, you down smash, and because the TNT, because the TNT becomes intangible while you're standing on it, it allows you to automatically air dodge, and then you can avoid the explosion that comes.
And you can just buffer that. There's no complex inputs on that one.
Yeah,
so
no.
Good stuff though, nonetheless, from Mr. E here, managing to clutch it out with that neutral air. Those explosions looking a little bit scary, but here we are. So, game one. That was close. That was close.
Yeah, that was close, and I was honestly surprised that Mr. E was able to clutch it out. Not talking smack or anything about his game. Just there was a while there where it seemed like Salem just had it, and then Mr. E just brought it back on his own.
Yeah, absolutely. So now the question becomes: Salem
Right.
looks like Steve. But where are we going stage-wise? Ah, PS.
PS2.
All right, so a lot of space here for Salem to do exactly what he wants. And GoldenEye, you mentioned in the past, like different stages give different materials. So is this a good stage for Steve?
Technically, yeah. Depending on what it probably counts the green in the center as, I would assume this is going to be a lot of stone and a lot of iron, which that's going to give Steve a lot of mine carts.
It seems
and
like
a
at
lot
least
of
from
stuff
the
to work
edges,
with.
It seems that at least from the edges he's getting stone, or at least it's treating it as normal ground. So
Yeah, and there's gold already.
yeah, I think it's treating the ground as cobblestone.
It's either stone or iron. 'Cause he's got
Run
quite
away,
a bit
run
of
away,
stuff.
must mine. Okay, going to the other side. All right, now I can mine.
And there's the TNT again, doing the air dive stuff. Yeah,
That just looks so funny.
Yeah, he had gotten so
It
much
is funny.
redstone there. Now, the unfortunate thing for him, though, is right now Steve is out of resources, except for gold. But gold and diamond can only be used to make weaponry. So... that's a thing right there. Well, now he's got a bit of iron and...
Mr. E, that's
Iron
exactly what he needed to send a message, and now he can get some extra credit here. Trying to get the back air, but good DI from Salem. Oh my god, he almost did it again.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where Salem definitely needs to do just a little bit of crafting, or at least mining, so that way he can get some blocks, because without those blocks, as you
There you
mentioned,
go.
GoldenEye, he's lacking in resources, and he's got the wooden weapons and no gold, no diamond. He's got to get something. at
No
some point.
resources. Yeah.
Yeah, this has not been a good match right now of Salem managing his resources. Unfortunately for Steve, his up B doesn't take any resources. But right now, he's trying to do his up air block combos, and he's got nothing to do it with.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. But the problem is that he's got to do something about Mr. E, and Mr. E is not letting up on him. He is just inundating him with attacks, so that way it's not as though Salem has the time to actually get his resources back anyway.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that I mentioned about this matchup, where Lucina is just gonna get on Steve and not give him an opportunity to farm. It's people with long-range projectiles that can hit Steve, and people who can really get in on Steve aggressively fast, give him so many problems. And that's what we've been seeing a lot from this matchup, is Mr. E has just been able to stay on Salem, get on him if he gets knocked off of him, get through the blocks, and look, Salem barely got any mining done.
Yeah, barely. Like, he's like, Mr. E at this point is playing a little bit more, not zoner, but kind of just not getting in on him as much, because he doesn't have to right now. He can wait for Salem to come to him.
Yeah, right there, Salem tried to do an anvil. He doesn't have any iron to do the anvil with, so it didn't hit.
That'll kill.
Jumping into an up smash is not the smartest move that you could have done there.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, and right there, the reason why Salem's building those blocks like that is he allows himself to get put into tech situations should he get hit by something strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got the gold right now, so he should be able to make gold weapons, but
That
it all
takes time.
depends on if he can actually get there to do so.
God, Mr.
Yeah, that's the
really
thing.
wanted to get this kill right here with the sliding F tilts, but off stage Steve.
Tether drive is really laggy, really slow.
Oh my god, he's got no resources. He's at 150. Another couple hits and up throw will kill.
Oh,
I'm guessing that was a landing up air that he traded with?
I think that wasn't down air. There is no way.
no, that wasn't down air because he would have gotten spiked into the ground and down. That was an up air.
Yeah, that was a nice trade there. Mr. E up 2-0 right now.
Wow.
Good stuff that we were seeing here. So now Salem is down 2 with the Enderman. Anything can happen here. Definitely a stage pick at least. So,
Here comes the character swap.
Yeah, I would be amazed if he stays as Steve after that
Oh,
game.
maybe not. We were just stage swapping.
all right,
Salem's-
sticking with the Steve.
And I am amazed.
I mean, hey, come what may.
We're going to FD. Okay. So, not sure what resources FD gives, honestly, but we are getting the up air block combos. Slash up tilt, because it's like the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with the resources now. Oh, they treat it as wood. Interesting. Okay. I don't think it's so much about the resources that he's getting from it, so much as it's the platforms that he wants to deal with. He doesn't want Mr. E to have all those options for getting in that he had before.
Yeah, he wants
and
to
if there's
force.
going to be platforms there, Salem wants to be in charge of when they get there and how long they last.
Yeah, exactly, because he wants to make sure that, like, if there are platforms, they're his own platforms, and they're an inconvenience to Mr. E rather than a detriment to himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, first hit in there into forward smash. I like it. I think what I'm seeing a lot of here is that Mr. E is just playing it super smart.
Oh, tech
And then
test,
he
you
misses the
failed!
tech.
Oh, that
And then he
is-
misses the tech. I gave
that
you
is
a
a
compliment, and this is how you return the favor.
Oh yeah, he returns the favor
That's
right
how he
now.
returns the
Getting
favor.
into it now. 0% of stock here. Anything can happen.
Yeah, basically a reset, but now it's smash forward.
Yep. Did
Oh,
not
man.
expect Steve up there to have that much knock.
God, I'm looking at the bracket on the side here. I'm sorry, but we got game 5s for Joker and Yaz and Sharp and Angel. So, dang.
Yup.
Back into here, though, Mr. E is up 2-0, and he can make this his, but Salem's firing back.
Yeah, it kind of all depends on if Salem can actually get the resources that the resource usage that he wants, and it seems like Mr. E is not letting up at all, and that's causing a lot of problems for Salem. This is why I was surprised that Salem didn't switch off of Enderman, because it seems like Mr. E just sort of has this pat down.
He does, but every single game was close, so it's been good, though. Oh my god, down smash gonna get punished, and yeah, this is a nail biter. What the heck was that?
That kind of saved him, because he missed the tech.
That's what happened. Like, it actually, I think it was untechable originally, and then it made it techable off of his own wall.
He still didn't tech either of them, and he still gets the cart. All right, Salem's still in this with the Steve.
And now he's got resources. Gets the spike hitbox with a forward air.
Mr. E mashing with that up air, breaking out of so many combos, and it's just keeping the pressure.
Absolutely.
Oh, but almost trying to get a forward air spike there, not going to grab it.
Yeah. Salem slightly out of resources. Has the stone sword. So slightly better. Really?
Yeah, slightly better, does a little bit more power, and that actually
Oh,
may
no
go into
anvil.
his
He's got
favor.
no anvil.
Yeah, he's got
no
no anvil, but
resources.
he's actually used that for a little bit of tech movement there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like that again.
Minecart
God.
coming
Yeah,
in.
it's a very
There's-
dangerous situation right now, because anything that Salem was doing before
You got
is going
diamond.
to kill a lot earlier. He's got diamond right now. Mr. E being at 121%, he may die to just something, anything, right?
Yeah, Diamond hits like a truck.
Like a
Diamond.
truck.
Diamond
hits like a truck.
hits like a truck. Salem getting one on the board here.
Diamond hits like a truck. Hyphen Goldeneye. With that in the background.
Yep.
Looking at
Someone
our
make it a
bracket
shirt.
up here. Looking at our brackets, Sharp is going to take it a 3-2 over Angel. Angel looking like switching out to Apollo Tana as part of that match. And
Oh,
then
wow.
Yaz and Joker are still 2-2. Oh, man. That is... Yaz and Joker almost fought him the last tourney that we ran. I would have loved to see that, but Yaz ended up losing Game 5 to Frog. So, yeah, I mean, they
Small
are...
correction, Joker just took
Joker
game 5.
did take it a 3-2. Oh,
So
winner
now we're
that's
gonna have
fighting to
Joker
Buzz.
versus the Buzz, and we're gonna have Leon versus Sharp. So
Dang.
when this set's done, we will move on to Best Nest and Spargo, and that will be probably the last game that's going to be streamed of the top 32 before top 8.
Yeah, let me check in with these guys and confirm what is going on here. But let's get back into it. Game 4.
Get into it. So now Mr. E's got platforms again. And we've got PS2 style platforms. So that's probably going to factor in a bit more about how he can approach Salem. Because as we had stated in the last game, the platforms only appeared when Salem wanted them to appear, because we were on FD. Now, Salem can make his own platforms, but Mr. E can circumvent them using the given platforms of Small Battlefield.
Indeed.
That, and let's even see if he needs to do that in general, because quite frankly, Mr. E has been doing just fine circumventing the blocks that Salem has been putting out. But that block there, that Magma block, not
can't
good for
circumvent
Mr. E.
Can't circumvent that.
Nope.
Ooh, axe broke just as he was about to go for more stuff. But now he's got stone, so slightly better. Putting himself back to his own wall, being like, "What you gonna do to me?"
What you gonna do?
And apparently they're gonna spike each other.
Apparently we're gonna get up air to death.
Yep. And we got the arm. Or sorry, that's a stone sword, I believe. Mining the TNT, blowing it up. TNT about to explode. Gets him with the next up smash. That's another kill. Salem looking really strong this game.
Yeah,
I
this is.
think that's something to prove, honestly.
He figured something out. He's like, I'm gonna make this top 8 with this Steve. I'm gonna do it. But Mr. E, not for nothing, hit really hard those first 2 games.
Yeah. Right now, maybe Salem has just figured out Mr. E some. And what if games 1 and 2 were him sandbag?
No.
No.
No, but in all realism, it's part of the fact that he's doing a bit better of the resource management stuff. He's got the iron tools right now, I believe. Either iron or cobblestone. I honestly can't tell. He never has it out long enough for me to be able to check.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
that's allowing him realistically to get these stronger hits, and that works out.
He
in his
just
favor
mined the
really
diamond.
heavily. Yep, he has
Okay.
a diamond. So whenever he manages to get back to that crafting table.
Table just something to Oblivion, and oh man, that was really close. Almost got to make the diamond sword, but Mr. E just got in there.
Mr. E needs to stock now. Okay, he got
the
this stuff
What's going to
now.
happen is Salem is going to go right to that crafting table. He's going to craft the diamond sword, and now we have a ball game.
I was about to say,
now
Mr. E,
Mr. E
now he's off stage, but it's still anything can happen here. Gotta be careful though.
but
Those
Mr. E is
axes
now
hit.
in danger. He just took 20% from like a nair back air, and that's not fun.
Yeah, it isn't, of course. All these little projectiles all over the place. All these blocks just in the way. Oh, if that were a spike, oh my god. Oh, man. 60 to 118. Mr. E is firing back. He is not done yet.
He doesn't have the diamond pickaxe, but we have an
Okay.
explosion.
So that's just going to catch the whole get-up option there.
Like I said, that TNT hitbox is gigantic.
Now, not for nothing. I think that is the first time I've seen that kill screen or the win screen for Enderman like that. So I learned something today. But we got game 5.
So right there, I think what Mr. E tried to do was attack the TNT to get it away from him. But Salem blew it up just as Mr. E went to get up attack it. So explosion, can't exactly get up attack that.
I mean, you can try, but it usually ends like that.
Yeah, that's kind of how it ends. Getting right back into it. Game 5, Salem versus Mr. E. And we are going to be going to Town and City. Okay. I don't know how I necessarily feel about this pick from Mr. E, because this gives Salem a lot of room.
Oh my gosh. Immediately he tries to kill this man, but yeah, this gives Mr. E a lot of room. Salem, he can kind of get a lot of things done, but what happens on the crafting for this? Like, what does Town and City provide?
I think a lot of like wooden dirt, honestly.
Right. Oh wow. Yeah, just able to kind of get right in there. So if Mr. E was doing this as a counter pick for the resources, I think this was good. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want him to just have ready access to things like iron and cobblestone.
Yeah, sorry if I sound a little spotted on the mic. My internet is mild hot garbage.
Yeah, as GoldenEye stating, his internet not the best, which is why his bit rate's a little bit not the best. But we still got him here. We're still kicking with it. So yeah, this is looking really close. Again, if Mystery gets this first stock, it's gonna help him. But ooh, man.
Yeah, Salem just has all of the resources right now.
Yeah, I think that's why he finally realized that he has to build that wall so he can mine resources instead of building that wall so he can be gimmicky.
God, and like this, Mr. E has yet to get this hit, but he's scared of the TNT. He knows it's the thing, and the down smash.
That was just a great, like, 15 seconds of Enderman there, honestly, from what I saw out of Salem.
Gets that guy to dodge with that up B, but he needs to get the stock off. Oh my god. Oh no!
Okay, that was sick. I don't necessarily like Enderman, but that was sick. Someone clip that.
Flip that.
That was a tech option select, so he teched an up B, and then Salem just did what he needed to. God.
Yeah, and right now what Mr. E needs to do is, first off, he needs to do
They're gonna send him the other way
without losing any percent. What he needs to do right now, though, is he needs to somehow figure out a way to get M2K to, like, just die, right?
Yeah, and we said it before, and I've been waiting pretty much all tourney for this. Mystery gets a shield break. This will be it. So let's see what's gonna happen here.
GoldenEye, thank you for correcting me. I do mean
Yeah,
Salem.
no, it's Salem.
Yeah, he's running the M2K Jag. They live together. It's fine.
They now have the TNT out, and he's got the pressure plate. And Salem is just like the first two matches. Salem was starved for resources. Now Salem is sitting on an abundance of resources.
Oh, that was cool.
So
He was on the TNT, and he did the got the sword.
Yeah, so Salem can do
What?
every boom. Like I said, TNT hitbox is gigantic. And Salem has had a diamond sword for almost this entire match too.
Yeah, that's part of what's playing a factor into it. It's just doing a lot of damage. Mr. E has to get this stock quickly. He has to find a way to make sure that Salem no longer has diamond.
Well, unfortunately, that's not going to matter because look what he just mined.
Yep.
So even if he gets the stock, Salem can use the platform and then build
Oh, that's gonna hit hard.
Make a fresh diamond sword.
Down tilt, not gonna do it.
Yeah, this does not look good for
Mystery
Mr. E
sweating.
right now.
150 right here.
They're not gonna really.
Or they're not gonna take it.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
of
is going
course
to take
not
it.
over.
It's not over until it's over.
And here it comes.
It's not over until it's a game, but I think we're probably going to see that in the next, 15 seconds or so.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, Mystery trying to make something happen here.
Not trying. He is making something happen. I want that shield break.
I think you're getting that.
Jet is hungry.
I am hungry. I haven't eaten a lot of food today. Oh my
I'm making a
gosh.
joke, dude. Jet is hungry.
Oh
and his
my
food is
gosh!
shield break. Jet is hungry and his food is F smash. Oh my god, Mr. E from literally the brink of death brings that back with an amazing like 40 seconds of play and takes Salem's last two stocks in those 40 seconds, and now he's going to make it into our top 8.
Holy.
Oh my
cow.
gosh. Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen this. We saw Salem do a reverse on game 5 against Angel earlier. We saw some insanity. Oh my gosh. But Mr. E is going to be the one to move on here. Congratulations, into the top 8. He was on the brink. He was at 160 on the last stock.
That was absolutely ridiculous.